guys, my name is Izzy. I'm a sporadic YouTuber, and today I'm going to be doing the anything but books tag. Yeah. So question number 1 was name a cartoon or cartoons that you love. Oh, I love so many, it's ridiculous. So okay, let's start with Bob's Burgers. That's always, that's one of the most current ones. I actually cosplayed as Tina. I'll try to put a picture here. If I can't, if I forget or I can't, then you can check it out on my Instagram. Shameless plug for my Instagram. But yeah, my sister cosplayed as Louise, and I made her hat, which, because I didn't want her spending money on an expensive one, and I suck at sewing, but somehow it turned out okay. So, go us. Best sisters ever. Also, like Invader Zim, I cosplayed as Gaz, and I got to meet the voice of both Gur and Zim, which was really cool. I will try to link a picture of that cosplay as well here, but I might forget. So if you want to see them, you can check out my Instagram. I look pretty rad with purple hair, I'm not gonna lie. A couple other ones: Chowder, Biker Mice from Mars, the old X-Men, Johnny Bravo, Ren and Stimpy, they're super cute on my shelf by the way, Cow and Chicken, Ed, Ed and Eddie, Powerpuff Girls, the original. Yeah, I mean, I could just keep going. Beavis and Butthead, I could keep going on and on and on and on and on. I love cartoons. I absolutely love cartoons. Question number 2 is, what is your favorite song right now? This is an impossible question for me because music is a huge chunk of my life, and I don't just listen to music as background noise like a lot of people do. So it's really hard for me to pick just one song that is just the only thing that I listen to right now, because that's preposterous. But lately I have been listening to a lot of Anti-Flag because the Trump administration has me a little pissed off, and Anti-Flag has always been a great outlet of just rage sometimes. But yeah, if I had to pick a song, I'll just go with Brandenburg Gate, mostly because I just got back from Germany last year and I have had it on the brain. So question number 3 is, what could you do for hours that isn't reading? For me, it would be listen to music. I have a turntable and vinyl. I collect vinyl. I have over 500 records. I have over 500 cassettes. Definitely over 500 CDs. I am a big physical music lover. So either that or watch Netflix and just zone out and do absolutely nothing with my brain for hours and hours and hours. What a rare treat! You're gonna get to see the other kitty. I know you're getting old. So this is Hannah. You usually see Bane because he's usually floating around in here. He's the younger one. This is Hannah. She's been around for forever. She's my baby. She's like 8, 10 years old. She's getting old. 9 years old? Okay, no kitty likes to be held. I hold you all wrong. Sorry. Number 4 is name something that you love that your followers would be surprised by. If you didn't know that I like to dig up fossils and that I have a fossil collection, I do that. I don't know if that's really that surprising. A bunch of stuff here. If you ever want to see this, I can go through it and show it to you guys, but it's kind of heavy to go through right now because it's just a whole bunch of rocks. Number 5 is favorite unnecessarily specific thing that I like to learn about. I would have to say sex. Now hear me out. Mostly it's the fact that I like to learn how the brain perceives sex more than anything, and how pheromones have that strong of an impact on our thinking when we're picking out a partner, and like your senses other than your sight and your brain, your senses have more of an impact in you picking out a mate than you actually realize, and I love learning about that kind of stuff. And I love learning about plant sex a lot because plant sex is fascinating. Did you know that pollen is basically just plants coming in your face? That's what pollen is. Like when you have allergies, you can blame plants because they're just spreading their seed around everywhere. No pun intended. I get a seed plant. Okay. Never mind. Next question. 6 is name something unusual you know how to do. So I've taken off my ring because it is quite sharp. I know how to make balloon animals, by the way. I first learned how to do this when I was really little. It was actually, I went to, my dad and I and my sister always go to Golden Corral. And there was, for kids night actually. Sorry, I suck at tying the balloons. If I could get Bane, do not. If I could get better at that part, I could be a clown. But anyway, so this guy would always come to Golden Corral for kids night. One day I asked the guy if I could have just a plain balloon blown up. He gave me the blown up balloon and I turned it into a puppy. And yeah, and ever since then I've known how to do this, and I've learned how to do a whole bunch of other things as well. And yeah, and looking back now, I realize, whoop, I thought I popped it. Looking back now, I realize how kind of like rude it was that I was like, I can show you up kind of thing. But yeah. See? Kitty. I can make all kinds of things. Kitties and dogs are the easiest. I can make teddies, bears, pandas, hearts with doves. I made a T-Rex once. I love my T-Rex that I made. It was so cool. But yeah, that's basically all I can do. A whole bunch of stuff. I can make swords, hats, all kinds of things. But I like making kitties the best because I love my kitties. See, I can make balloon animals. Ta-da! Name something you made in the past year. Art a Death Star last year. A Death Star Ottoman. I just kind of took a break from it. I did this a lot with crocheting projects. I take breaks, but I was kind of making up this pattern on my own, so who knows if it's gonna actually get finished and if it'll actually look like an ottoman. But yeah, this is what I have so far. Just basically down the lid. Just basically a big circle. And number 8 is, what is your most recent personal project? I don't really have personal projects right now. I'm kind of just grazing through life. Right now we're planning our trip to Croatia. I guess that's personal. I would like to go back to school and get my geology degree and then eventually my paleontology degree, but probably won't happen because I'm super lazy. But I would like to do that, but like I said, I'm really lazy and I'm kind of just coasting through life until I die. That's depressing. Number 9 is, tell us something that you think about often, possibly while staring out of windows. I think a lot about Germany. A lot. I would absolutely love to move there. I love the country so much. I would love to live in Berlin. I love Germany so much. It's such a beautiful country, and most of my heritage is German, so it really, I felt like I was home. It was so ridiculous, the feeling that I felt. And ich spreche Deutsch nicht gut, but I speak a little bit of German. Not very good, but yeah, so it kind of felt like home, and I miss it a lot, and I often think about it while staring out windows. When I'm at work, I'm mostly thinking about my cats, though. But when I'm home, it's mostly thinking about Germany, or out and about thinking about Germany. Yeah, a lot. I miss it. Okay, question number 10 is, name me your favorite of something, but make it oddly specific. Okay. So, my favorite dinosaur is a velociraptor, but not the velociraptor that you're probably thinking of. The animal that you're probably thinking of is probably the Jurassic Park version with the big claw and the big rawr. That's more Deinonychus, which is actually a different kind of dinosaur. Really cool dinosaur, by the way, on its own. But my favorite is velociraptors, which were basically the size of turkeys and probably covered in feathers, like turkeys. They did have a row of sharp teeth and they were predator-ish, but yeah, that's my favorite dinosaur. And also my favorite animal is turkey, so that's probably why I'm so attracted to velociraptors, and also probably because they kind of have the wrong name. Like, they are characterized as the wrong dinosaur all the time, and maybe that like has a soft spot in my heart for me. Like, this whole time Deinonychus is walking around like shaming the name of velociraptor, meanwhile that little tiny turkey bird is just floating around and reptile bird thing. There you go. Was that too specific? Alright, so that was the Anything But Books tag. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, that was fun. My hands still smell like balloon. It's gross. But anyway, peace. I'm out. My battery's gonna die, so I gotta go. So have a good one. Love you guys. Mwah. All that good stuff. See ya.